what your father's giving you. Well, I don't know what Daddy got you. Gave you. What did he give you? Did he give you a treat this morning or no? Did he just feed you the food and not give you a treat? Darn him. Right? Yeah, I don't think he got a treat this morning either. He's like, yeah, Mom, you're right. I'm way past due. Could we hustle up on this, please? Get to it. Snap, snap, mother. No, I'm just kidding. Skippy would never say that to me. Okay. Then after we get this all going, we're going to turn up the heat. Oh yes, it's looking delicious. Cook all that in there. And I did not find an onion, so I really don't think I have an onion. Let me check one more place. Nope. We got a lemon, an apple, and 2 and 3 potatoes. Oh, but we do have these onions. We will wash up and use before they go bad. They're starting to really show it too. Let's see if we can save a little bit of length here. Cut that one right there. And I'm going to pull this off. Get down to the good onion that's underneath all the leaves. Cut that end off like that. And probably just take this little shell piece there. That's a good one right there. So we're just going to do that to all of these separately, individually, so I don't waste any of the onion per se. So there for that one, there for that one. And then we'll get this off of here. Should be good under this one little. There we go, that looks good. Perfect there. Alright, let's see, are we doing something wrong here? I'm going to get that there as well. Oh, and I think down here we have one more layer to remove. These big ones are going to yield more than those 2 little ones. So we're going to do the whole thing to there, and then we're going to do this one all the way down. And tear this piece off, and looky there. Beautiful. Yep, crisp, clean, yes. One good thing about veggies is even if you haven't done any preservation to them, they're still going to last. And like anything, a pepper or an onion, if there's a bad part on it, you don't need to throw away the whole thing because there is good veggie in there. See, look at that. That's perfect. That's good veggie. Yeah. So, I mean, overall, if I looked at it, I'd say, oh, no. But I have learned over the years that you can pretty much save cheese and onions, all the veggies and other stuff too, you know. But if your stuff is old, it's outdated. If it's something that a company has made and put an expiration date on it, there's an expiration date there for a reason. And sometimes it's just the metabolic makeup of what they have in there that is only good for a certain amount of time. So I have no idea what's happening here. I did not get that ring off properly. So, you know, like berries turn to wine after a while. Or, you know, they ferment. Things like that. All those metabolic properties that are in our food. There's a good reason why there's an expiration date on that food. The pre-made stuff. So, yeah. Oh, that looks good. Cut into about right. This one needs to go completely off. These two can go right here. That's good. And if I see any part that I missed as I do it, I pull it back out, cut it down a little more. And it is about 11:30 or so. And So this is gonna cook all day. Once I get the panko done and the sausage and hamburger mixed and the spices in there, then I'll probably marinate it for an hour or two, and then I'll cook them. Get them good and marinated though. All right, this is all waste. This is, at this point, this is when I wish I had chickens. If I even knew somebody with chickens, I'd bag this up and take it out to them. Now my sister does have chickens, however, she lives a little too far for me to be just taking her table scraps for the chickens. I would love to spend the day out there with visiting her, but I don't know, we've kind of lost touch, and I do miss her. All right, and my husband likes these, so I'm going to leave these in a nice big circle. And I think these go very good in spaghetti, so no worries. And I'm probably just going to do the greens, or the whites, I mean. And then the greens, I will cut down into a chive. I'll just make it a chive. It's pretty much the same thing as a chive. So we're just going to do it that way. A little bit of white still go. There, I think we'll go right there. Felt like something was hanging off. I think it's coming apart. Not a big deal. It can all go into pot. There we go. And we can't forget to make the garlic bread. Oh, I have a loaf of bread in the freezer. So I will not be making the garlic bread from scratch. I'll be making the garlic spread. I've already made it. I made it into a butter. So yeah, I'm going to take that to soften. So we're going to use that. And I have a backup if this is not to my liking after it thaws. So I made some butter. So I mixed some spices in there for garlic butter. So I'm going to let this soften. And then the other thing, what was the other thing? What was it? I will remember. I will. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to chop these up, and we're going to go down to about there on these ones. And I really don't want any softs, because I would rather just chop it off or not use it at all. If I'm going to use it, I want to use only the good parts. Otherwise, I'll just toss it. But yeah, I think we got some good parts here. So we can put this on a salad. You can put it on your bread, on your garlic bread. You can dice it and put it on the top of the spaghetti once it's all dished on the dish. So this I'm just going to be cutting and putting it into a jar for future use of whatever, it's good on salads, soups. Treat it like a chive, even though it's a green one. It's getting a little light, so I'm going to decide separately from this stuff if I put this in the pan or leave it out. I might leave it out. Yeah, I'll split it. No, these are, sometimes when it gets down to the little knobby thing, they're all sliding off of each other. I'll put that in the pan. That'll be fine. And this will go into a little jar for us. I have to wash my hands. Only because I have to, not because they're dirty. Sorry, my OCD's kicking in there for a second. I really didn't need to wash my hands, but I decided to anyways. So we're going to go right here with these onions, and we're going to line this with a paper towel. how you preserve all of it. So half will go on the bottom. Like this, make a little cradle. And then hopefully hit all the onions inside the paper. I hope so. Anything like this that didn't get cut properly will go in the pan. These are gorgeous. These really, truly are gorgeous onions. And I've got a little bit on the outside here. We really don't want that because that's just going to compromise what we're trying to do here and preserve everything we want to preserve. Even though this is not long term, I do nothing long term for storage except for with my dry goods. I put them in a jar and call it a day. I don't can, I don't water can, I don't pressure can, I don't. But look, aren't those gorgeous? So we can use those for, and I dropped some. I dropped a piece. I don't know if this is it. Dropped another piece. Wow, I am making such a mess. And I see I got spaghetti sauce on the floor, so I will have to sweep and vacuum. Sweep and vacuum. Sweep and mop my floor. I have some stuff to make it pretty, pledge or whatever it is. I bought some. All right, so these are going to be jarred up for future use. Maybe tonight, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to put the garlic has to be used. As you can see, we have a one sprouting, so you can still use it. I just take the sprout out of the middle of the garlic, and then I'll show you the sprout. If I can get it out in one piece, oh booyah! There's the whole sprout. So now that that's gone, the garlic left is either good or not, but it might not all be good, might none of it be good. I got that much out of that one. So we'll see how much garlic I'm going to get out of these. I think these pink ones are still pretty fleshy, even though it all came out of the same garlic. So weird. And I might want to save a couple of these to put in the, pet it up and put it in the garlic butter, add more to it once it softens type thing. We'll taste it and see. That was good. I could just use garlic powder, or salt, whatever, or nothing at all. I don't necessarily think it needs anything. I've already made it. This is my first attempt at garlic powder, so we'll see how it turns out. But I think I did good. I think so. I think I want to do. Give that a little stir. We're going to bring it back up to a boil here in a minute, and then when we do that, we'll lower it down and let it simmer for hours and hours. This also has a root or a sprout, I should say, coming out. Cut it down the middle and just take the sprout out, because the rest of the garlic should still be good. And it is. So, looks like I got a little bit of garlic here. Oh, my allergies, I tell you, my allergies just are keeping my nose itches so bad. It's like, don't touch face, Lisa, don't touch face. It's just me and my husband eating this food, and he doesn't mind if I touch my face. He touches my face. Well, not right now because of my illness. I'm pretty much a no-touch zone. Because as soon as you touch me, the pain goes to that spot. Just like the clothes on my back. So the clothes are rubbing around, and that's why I don't like to get dressed, because it hurts. And so every time the clothes rub around, every time I move, my bra strap, my this and my that moves, it causes pain. That's all there is to it. My nerves are damaged, 100%. And I can't get the doctors to give me a decent diagnosis to get on disability. Was that my... Oh wait, let me plug this in. Darn it. I heard the battery. Oh, and it's so hot. See, this is the issue I'm having. It is hot. Can't zoom. Okay, that's fine. No, I don't want to. I mean, it's not hot, but it's hotter than it should be. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get this whole meal done. If I can film, you know, I like to show everything, real life, true time, and I guess I might have to compromise on that a little bit to make my videos not as long. I mean, we're almost an hour and I'm just still prepping. I haven't even started the meatballs yet. So, and I'd like to marinate those for a couple of hours. And so I want them done, completely done by like at least 4 o'clock. So I think we're gonna go ahead and boom, there you go. All the garlic is used. So it's almost time to go shopping. Alright, so we still have celery and green peppers to go. And then I will let it do its thing, taste it a little bit, and I think we're going to go half on this. And the other half I might just make a stuffed pepper and with like a tuna salad. Ooh, that'd be good. Yeah, buddy. Make a tuna salad and put it in the shell of the pepper and bake it. Oh my God. I'm going to do that with the other half of this before it goes bad. I can't think of anything else I'm going to cook that would require all these peppers and stuff. I mean, I could do, you know, hash browns, omelets. I suppose I could do that. Keep half the green for all those meals for the next week or so. I think we got a week. I'm not sure. I have to look at the calendar and see when our budget. We have to pay our rent first, and then it's the next meeting. Alright. There's a seed right there. Oh yeah, this. I mean, other than the stem, the top right here getting a little, but the top on this one is not. But it is on that one, so I just cut that off. But I mean, just cut off whatever is gone bad and use the rest. And again, he likes peppers, so I don't have to make them really small. Now the celery I don't have to. And you know, I don't think he minds celery. He never complains that I put it in stuff. But he won't eat it. Like I can't dip it in some ranch and say, here, have this. He won't eat that. Nope. We never got to our snack board, so I was hoping to get to that. But since I have no peppers left, it'd be a different kind of snack board. Like snacks, crackers, cheeses, stuff like that. I mean, we could do canned cucumbers, so we'd still have ranch. We could do this half the pepper on there. He does like the green ones. He'll do it with the green and the red, but not the rest. So there we go. All right, Peppa's in. And we are making the best of it and using up food that would normally, if I don't get in the kitchen, will go bad. I don't want that. Still, I hate stuff on my hands, so I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And then I'll do a grocery haul video. And anything else we may. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I am going down to, I'm not going to Walmart this month. There's a new wind code that opened up. I don't know, it's been there for a while. My friend pointed it out. And it's just 20 minutes from my house. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be going to there. I'll be going there for sure. All right. Okay, so we are at 54 minutes. I'm going to go to an hour and then I'll stop and make another one because I'm going to split this one in half too. So it's going to be a 4-parter for sure. I don't think people mind more parts if I'm being educational, you know, like, right? And this is, I bought this on the 10th as well. Yeah. I mean, it's perfect. Now, if I didn't use it for a couple more days, maybe it'd start going bad. It hasn't even started going bad. I mean, this is how you get it in this. I cut off the end because it was too long for the drawer. So I cut off the end to fit it in the drawer. And it looks like that. It just looks like normal. You would cut it off when you get it from the grocery store. There's a little spot here. I'm going to take it down there. That off. That off. And we got perfect celery there. Well, not perfect. Perfect for me. There's a little spot in there. Oh. It's going in the pan anyways, but, and here's another trick. If you have a little bit of a wilt on some of your veggies, run them under cold water. It'll crisp them back up in a quick second. It'll crisp that food right back up. So, say you accidentally have your hot water on and you rinse off your peppers or noodles or whatever, whatever's in your strainer, beans, right? And you're like, oh man, it's hot water. I needed it to be cold. You can immediately go to cold and crisp that back up with no worries. Absolutely, you can do that. I've done it many times. I'm like, dang it, it was hot water. I just put extra, let it run under cold for a little extra while. Yeah. Ooh, I almost got my thumb there. I wish I could cut like the chefs do with their nail knuckles up there. No, James, I'll just hold on down here. I would love to and go faster, you betcha. But I'm not a professional chef. I'm just a homemaker. Now I'm a sick homemaker. I don't even hardly make the home. Poor guy, I feel bad for him. He loves me and he wants to stick by me, but I can only see how frustrating it is. So I told him, I said, well, man, you are better than me. If it was me, I'd have left you already. And I'm just being 100 with it. I'm more selfish than him. So he's not selfish at all. Of course, he's not jealous at all either. And that kind of bugs me. Like, could you just be jealous for 1 minute? No, he's never jealous. But, and if he is, he never says anything. I've never really tried to make him jealous. I don't play those games. I don't really care. I'm a jealous person. So I ask more questions than he does. So in my head, because he's not asking the questions, in some of my head, some days, he doesn't care. And I just don't think that that's actually true. I think he does. All right. We have all this stuff making a mess. So I wiped off the board. Now we can cut this bread. And then we're going to put it back in the bowl and mix it with some olive oil. Oh yeah, this is going good. Okay, so it's about up to here. So that's a good amount of spaghetti sauce there. It's a good amount. I wonder if I have the ingredients for that veggie recipe mix. It's like spinach dip in a bowl. It looks so good. Definitely. Yeah, see, I had it too hot and some went to the bottom, and could be I don't have it on that hot though. I should not be doing that. Turn it down some more. I wish I would have learned this stove better before see that on my spoon? Pour it out, wash the pan, start over. I don't know, maybe not. I may have caught it in time. See, there's nothing there. Oh, I felt it there. No, I kind of felt it there though. Oh man, that's good. It's definitely going to be a peppery. Oh yeah. I think that's, oh my god, delicious. delicious. Look at that. Look at that spaghetti sauce. It is amazing. Let me show you that spaghetti sauce. We're going to be using this anyways. The hell's all over it. Is that pink? No, something got missed on the handle is all. Huh, bizarre. Okay. Show you the sauce. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the sauce. Isn't that beautiful spaghetti sauce? Oh my gosh. I could eat that like a soup. I'm going to leave a bite in there though, that's for sure, because I need to try it. So. Oh my god, it's so good. This cabinet is going to piss me off. I already got fucking tomato sauce. That's your, you know, cook a tomato pasta meal. First week in the home, really break it in good. So I know the veggies aren't going to be done, but I am going to get the flavor that I am looking for, hopefully. Yeah. I think that's going to turn out to be delicious. It almost needs a little more sugar. Extra acidity with the lemon that I put in there would call for a little more sugar. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to dirty another spoon, of course. Clean spoon in the sugar. So we're going to go 2 more tablespoons. And we should be done with the sugar now. Get in there. I'm going to maybe put it up to a 2. And if I need more tomatoes, I got some stewed tomatoes still. And I can add. Oh, sorry, Skippy, did I scare you? Almost scared me. Good Lord. Okay, so we're going to let that cook. And yeah, this is really good. Delectable pasta sauce. This one's a little dark, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I probably should be using my bread knife for this. Okay, we'll go through the breading. I think it's a bread knife. I don't know. Could be a roast knife, I suppose. It's got that little forky thing on the end. Oven is already preheated. 75 is what I decided to put it on. And I've never made these, so I hope they turn out. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna wing it. Put some spices in there and it'll be fine. Oh boy. Wow. I am making a mess. That's alright. It'll be fine. Homemade is always preferable. That's for sure. Oh, I could not eat that. Who could not eat that one? Okay, so a couple more cuts here. And the reason I'm cutting them like this is because I want my croutons that size. So not all of these will be crushed into panko. Hopefully I'll have enough panko and croutons for both salads. That must be my other phone. I don't understand. I'm lost, dazed, and confused. Alright, let's get this one cut one more time. This one cut one more time. These two cut one more time. And then we should be good there. Put these back in the bowl. And the crumbs are going to go back in too because I think that'll give it some good texture. I have to put the crumbs back in. I might not use all the crumbs, I don't know. But with the panko, all these crumbs would go in. So I might just leave these out and add it to the panko after it. And just press down with your knife. Because you've already toasted it, you can just smoosh it like that. And this can be part of the panko. I don't think I would toast it anymore though. It's already toasted enough. Ooh, one knife. I'm gonna have to sweep and mop. He's down there eating breadcrumbs. Oh, he's so cute. Are you cleaning up my mess for me, sweetie? I'm cleaning up that mess down there. I appreciate it. I may have just a little piece of bread fall. Oops. Oops, sorry. So that's okay, I'll eat it. There we go. Oh my goodness. See if I can do a lighter load here. That's tough. Too much, man. Jeez. Alright, that's okay. I want a lot. Just making a mess, but you know, that's what cooking's about. You make a mess, clean it up. It's not a big deal. I don't care about the mess. Okay, you can have those. Those are a little dark. Last part. Almost done with these. But I just think that it's going to make the meal so much better. Homemade croutons for the salad, homemade panko for the meatballs. Oh my gosh, it'll be delicious. I wish I had some Italian sauce. You know, I don't know what kind of. I think I had breakfast sausage, which is fine. I mean, you can cook with whatever you want, right? That's why I love cooking. I can just do whatever I want, and most of the time it tastes good. I mean, I guess I just have a natural. I did take home ec, cooking home ec in school, in junior high school, sewing, cooking. All the stuff that makes you a good wife, you know, the things that we used to have to do that nobody has to do anymore. But I didn't mind it. I loved it. And I always got compliments from the teacher on the cooking part of it. Okay. This will not be going in. That will be going